Welcome viewers, and welcome to this video. In this video, we will be showing how to refill a PaperMate Sharpwriter mechanical pencil. The PaperMate Sharpwriter is thought to be a non-refillable pencil. And it even says so on the package. Right here you can see that it says it's non-refillable. But, as it turns out, that is not true. It may not be as easy to refill as a typical pencil, where you pull the eraser off and drop new leads in, but it is indeed refillable. Take the pencil and remove the eraser. Then, twist the tip in the direction that you would twist it to retract the lead, and keep twisting it until you see this black thing, the holder, come up. If you can't pull it out, keep twisting until it's freed up. Now this one has some lead on it, as you can see, but normally when you run out of lead, there's a little bit of lead poking on it up to about where my fingernail is showing. So of course, whenever you refill it, you want to take the old piece of lead out very carefully. You want to pull the lead straight out, and being careful not to snap it off the base, because if the lead is too close to the end there, but it's inside, it won't be easy to get the lead out. So you have to pull it out straight outward to get the lead out. And then of course it's good to have refill leads on hand, because then to put the new lead in, of course, you would see how there's a little hole there at the end. Very carefully push the lead straight in, and then you can check to make sure it's in there nice and firm. And once you know it's in there nice and firm, you can put it back into the pencil. Being careful not to break it, you put it right into the middle of that spring, and then you fiddle with it until it will lock down back into place, and you can turn the advancer, and you once again have lead in your pencil. Remember, it uses 0.7 millimeter lead for any of those who don't know. Another problem that is sometimes encountered with the PaperMate Sharpwriter is the spring part inside, from the lead pushing so much while writing, might get dislodged from the turning part, so that the spring might accidentally become loose enough to come out of the pencil. And then you might try pushing the spring back in, but it might not get locked in strong enough, and it might get pushed back out again whenever you write. So how do you get the spring mechanism back on strongly? And while I have it out, I'll also show you a more detailed look at how the mechanism works. When you turn it, it turns you into the spring. This part is held in place within the pencil, because as you can see in the pencil, you see how it's kind of rough inside? There's little notches. The notches hold against this to keep it steady. And then whenever you turn it, the lead is advanced. If you were to encounter the problem with the spring not being held on here good enough, and you can't get it in there securely enough by putting it in this way, which that has happened to me one time years ago, many years ago. What you can do to fix that is you carefully remove the tip from the pencil. Now you want to be very careful. You want to wobble it out. Sometimes it's really hard at first, but you want to be careful whenever you get it out not to snap the pencil itself, not to crack it. But you get the tip out, and make sure whenever you do this that the lead holding device is off of the spring. You'll take the closely coiled end of the spring, not this end. You put the closely coiled end and you'll firmly push it in there. Maybe you can give it a little twist too, to make sure it's in there nice and strong, really, really strong. Then you can give it a nice pull test to make sure that it's on there good. Once that's done, you put it back into the front end of the pencil, snap it back in, then you put your lead stick back in, into the middle of the spring, and then you got your lead. And then of course, last but not least, you put the eraser back on. And last but not least, the final test can be when you finally decide to write with the pencil. So next time you run out of lead on a PaperMate Sharpwriter pencil, don't throw it away, refill it, and keep using it. Because they can serve you for years and years, not just for one lead's length of writing. I hope you enjoyed the video, shot July the 24th, 2012, by John Klein.